to give them an environment where they'd feel most comfortable. Some people would feel more comfortable going to places like churches, and other people would be more comfortable meeting in like other people's houses, cafes.
Okay, I mean, you walk around in town and you see all these old buildings, all these old churches. Are you saying that a church is a different thing? It shouldn't just be like that all the time?
No, because if, like, say, basically, for instance, some people might not feel comfortable going to like an actual church, but they might feel more comfortable in like a normal kind of everyday setting. So yeah, like, they might feel more comfortable going to someone's house or a cafe or any other of the places that they have that they set up loads of different churches.
Okay. So church basically is about making the visitors and more comfortable than the members. Is that what you're saying? Is that more important?
No.
What are you saying?
Church. Okay, like for instance, let's take a non-believer and a believer, already a member of the church. The member would feel most comfortable and most used to a church setting.
Okay.
Whereas a non-believer that wants to believe will probably think, I'm not ready to go to church yet. If church should come to like a normal environment like Bible studies in a cafe or somewhere, will probably fit in better and help him to build up to the stage where he actually feels he can go into church.
I think the aim was just to make sure everyone that attends just feels comfortable in the setting that they're in, and everyone's getting to know God better and getting into a better relationship with Him. That was the whole purpose of setting up different kinds of churches in different areas.
Brilliant. That sounds like a good concept. Okay.
We did spend, a couple of weeks, couple of Sabbaths, just kind of talking about the purpose of door to door, the benefits of it, different types of approaches, how to handle rejection and everything else.
Oh, that's a good one. How to handle rejection? Because I'm not sure I'd want to be knocking on somebody's door. Okay, and how has that gone? Have people taken part, or were church members willing to do it?
The response from the church has been phenomenal. It really has. I was just really overwhelmed with the response from the church of all ages. From our teenagers to our nearly 70-year-olds. Everyone's been getting the t-shirts and the sweatshirts, and we've been going out and we've been making an impact on Fishermead. And what the beautiful thing of it has been? It's been the response of the members when they've come back. They have just said, what, Christiane, I am so glad that you've given us this opportunity to go out, because Sabbath for me will never be the same again. She goes, one of the members said, I actually look forward, on Sabbath I no longer come to church, go home, have my dinner and stay home, but I'm actually really eager to get back to church, to get out there and to go and start knocking on doors and introducing people to Jesus. And every week, this one particular member who comes to mind, she's just smiling from ear to ear, and she's like a pot of oil that's just bubbling over, and it's just amazing.
So doing this work for God actually benefits the members themselves?
Oh, entirely. Until you actually start doing door to door, you will never know the impact it will have in your life. And one of the very telling things was, and on the very first Sabbath we went out and did it, about 30 members went out the very first Sabbath. And I have never seen so many people in church smiling as I did on that Sabbath afternoon when the members came back. And Ellen White actually does say that, if the church spent more time doing outreach work, there'd be less time for fighting over minor, non-essential things. And, just by going out week after week with the members of the church, everything that she has said in Evangelism and other books is just, it's just so true.
That sounds like a veritable pearl of wisdom. But for those of our listeners that are not initiated, who is Ellen White?
Ellen White was one of the founding members of our church, who received visions from the Lord, and she wrote many books that we read alongside the Bible. And some of her encouragement has been for us to go out and to serve the community, and to do what Jesus did, basically, to minister in the same way that Jesus did.
Excellent. One final question. How has the community received your efforts?
It's been amazing. It's been completely and utterly amazing. What we've done is each team of people, we go out in twos and sometimes threes, and each person has a patch that they work. And we'll knock on the doors, we'll do the service. If they're not there, you go back. So I've got the feedback, and a lot of people are very interested in Bible study.
People from the community.
From the community, they're actually saying, yes, we want to have Bible study. There was one particular incident where this Muslim man, he opened the door, and when he was approached, he was like, no, I'm not interested. And one of the members, as she was turning away, she heard him say something to his wife in the language that she spoke.
Okay.
And when she heard that, she turned around and she spoke to him in that language. And because she turned around and she spoke to him in that language, although he said no originally, he then actually said, well, actually, yes, I would like someone from your church to come back and speak more to me about God. But it's because they made that connection of the language, it kind of, it turned a closed door into an open door. You know, I actually met an atheist on my very first day out.
Oh, that must have been very encouraging.
Oh, it was fantastic. You know, I love a good atheist. They're not atheists when we're finished, but anyway, they become agnostic after we finish with them. But anyway, you know, this woman, she was like, you know, I don't believe in God, I believe in reincarnation, and, you know, the usual, if God exists, why do bad things happen to good people and everything else? I said, so you know what? Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Do you really want that question answered? And she's like, yes, I do. Well, I said, well, I'm prepared to come back to your house and to sit down with you and, you know, and share with you why that happens. Now, she had said to me before she didn't want Bible studies, but when I said to her, do you really want to know? She said, yes, I do. Okay. And so she agreed for myself and my husband to make a date with her, to actually come back and spend an evening with her, explaining to her why God allows bad things to happen to good people. So in essence, she said no to Bible studies, but then she's now opened us up because I can only explain why God allows bad things to happen to good people from the Bible.
Okay,
so she's going to have her very first Bible study when I get back from camp meeting.
No.
Exactly. And on the same road where she lives, we found 5 homes in one street that want Bible studies. Not 5 people, 5 homes where people requested Bible study. And one of the homes that we went to, the woman said to me, well, I'm actually studying the Jehovah's Witnesses at the moment. I went, well, fine, you know what, I'll leave it because I don't want to overwhelm you with a study from this group. And she said, no, please, I want you to come back because I want to have a well-rounded picture of what Christians believe and study about in the Bible.
Oh,
and I look at that.
Yes, this has been very encouraging. Thank you very much for taking part in the show this afternoon. That has been Christiane Best. We will now...